Right, what did we need to do? Dock workers, the second gang, then deal with the loots and the stuff. So basically, that's the other gang hideout. Gang safe house, okay. Holy shit, we did all of them. Dila's rendezvous point. Okay, I definitely went into the wrong place. Yeah, I think I was sort of focusing this on being the rendezvous place. I suppose it doesn't really matter. You would assume there's some kind of a proposition she has for us. Alternatively, she's the thief shopkeeper, which is fine too. Yeah, they're all out to get us now.
Looking for a good time?
Ah, there you are. Dila's so glad you turned up. Alright, boys, you can come out of hiding now.
Not good, mate. Really not good. Aye, that's the one. Friend of the Black River Bandit she is. Thanks for playing bait, Dila. Come on, let's sailors. This be a messy job, but let's be done with it.
At their throats, cut them down.
Holy fucking shit. Critical hit sneak attack. That fight basically is right there. Bad rolls. Real bad rolls. Yeah, we're not gonna survive this.
No! It cannot end like this!
The fact that we got bad rolls and she got a critical sneak attack, that basically ended the fight right there. We need to clear out the trash opponents first. She's too good for us to quickly take down. But if the AI basically gives her sneak attack opportunities, we don't take them out. Donates them freely. Oh shit, I hit first. I don't have a huge amount of healing, so that's 1/3 of my life away. Might as well load. Faster do it that way than it's actually to rest in any way. I can't have my 1/3 of my health lost when I'm going into a fight that very likely will kill me anyway. I will shoot him with an arrow. Isar can take him down if that doesn't, if we don't hit.
Do not relinquish this spot. Hold here.
Looking.
At their throats, cut them down.
Help me!
Keep these two occupied while we Well, the sneak attack I mean critical hit this time, but the fight is already ended.
Help me!
This won't work. She's a good fighter on her own, and she can do sneak attack, so we can't be allowed to do sneak attacks. We can't win that fight. Bad rolls. Bad rolls. He's probably not gonna heal though. 1000 experience points. Definitely worth it, at least. Magic rapier. And we definitely have to rest before we can get into another fight. Right, there's a gang hideout and gang hideout and a gang safe house. 2 gang hideouts. No, 3. God damn it. This thing is not allowed in this area. Might as well get as much out of this as we can. The money is welcome, the experience is welcome. We're lucky we might actually be able to get to level 6. That's a lot, sailors. A bar. Make kill her now.
I'll see you cut asunder.
God damn it, don't switch targets, you piece of shit. I need to kill that another one for deep shit. They have way too many attackers because they're splitting damage. Critical hit sneak attack. I'm not too worried about the range attackers. They're tough until, but we get a lot of free attacks against them.
Follow where I lead.
Consider it done.
At their throats, I'll see you cut asunder.
Decent stuff. I think this is high level magic. Can't exactly say what level though. This Recovering this type of trap is not going to be possible for a long time. Inflict minor wounds. Right. Nizar probably can't handle this. 78 hit points. Yikes. I have 28.
Do not relinquish this spot. Hold
Consider
here.
it done.
You breathe your last. At their throats, cut them down.
Sure, we can take this. And why the fuck are you going? Trying to backstab the guy and walk to the front. Yeah, this is not good. He's basically a fighter, so there's no way we can fight him well enough where he can't hit anyone. We could have lured him maybe to one of the traps though. That would be poison damage. Unlikely to really affect him though. Attack increased, damage immunity increased, armor class increased. So chances of really taking him down quickly are pretty much non-existent, but always try something. Does this have a theoretical chance of working?
You breathe your at their throats, cut them down.
Miss. Dice roll 2, dice roll 1. Yeah, that didn't really help all that much.
No! It cannot end like this!
What does it take to hit us? 15. 13, yeah, he's going to hit us with most strikes, so we have to come up with something totally different against this one. Debuffing, sleep, but it would still not really fundamentally change all that much. Our sidekick has to be in full health. We'll come back. We're getting sidetracked pretty badly though. Each one of these hideouts will have a boss and a couple of blood sailors. We might be able to take down one of the weaker blood sailors, but we can't take down another boss unless it's something like a archer or a mage.
Only I will walk away.
The safe house might actually be a welcome thing. Because if we make contact with the opposite gang, we might be able to get their aid. Boss. 2 bosses. Honeybee. Honeybee and Bradley.
Hey there.
I want blood, Unil Blood Sailor, blood. I want to see it running in the streets. I want to see it matted into your hair. Leave no stone unturned until every one of those Blood Sailor hideouts has been cleared. Understand me?
Hi there.
Still hanging in there against the Blood Sailors, are you? Sorry for dragging you into this fight, but I'll offer you what help I can. Good madam, Honeybee and I are keeping the gang well stocked. We'll give you a good price on what we've got.
A shop. A favorable shop though, so this should be the place where we sell things. We're not getting enough money to buy good gear. We can still buy something. Actually, we can buy something good. Swordsman belt. These type of damage resistance belts, they're shitty ones, but still 5-point resistance on all hits. That's a big deal. Also traps. Well, we might need something like this for the bosses. Damage resistance would likely be enough, but we'll still need the help. We can get a good trap. We could get easy hits on them. Gloves of Rogue. +2 on everything. We probably want these, but they wouldn't make a lick of difference at the moment. We can buy 2 belts. Swordsman and Brawler is probably the most useful one. We have a couple of items we could sell, but I don't want to sell something now. I have a potion of lore. I sort of want to use it now. Because it might aid us in getting some extra equipment right now. Minor performance upgrades. Negative energy protection. Yeah, they're actually quite nice items to use. +3 versus lawful. No reason not to use it. It doesn't seem to be all that good, but it's better than nothing. Dela's rapier. +2 rapier with a massive critical. Okay, that explains why the critical backstabbing hit pretty much ended us. +2 weapon. Extra damage versus human. Bludgeoning. Very nice. And that's pretty much it. Blood Sailor Shield. Piercing resistance. Can I equip you? Where is she? +1 battle axe with terrible armor. Just curiosity, can I really do things here? Yes. So if we would basically get him a proper armor that disallows spell casting, he would do just fine. Haven't found one though, don't intend to really buy one. +2 weapon with massive criticals or extra damage versus humans. Yeah, this is probably a better choice at the moment. They're though mostly doing piercing damage, so these spells won't help. But I think most of the top fighters will be doing brawly or slashing damage. Bludgeoning or slashing. I don't want to rob this place quite yet. It's gonna be the last place I visit after I've cleared the hideouts. So at that point we can take whatever we can from here and basically farm. Let's go kill the boss in the north. That would mean half of the hideouts have been taken care of. Actually, I sort of want to deal with the Silver Sales Trading Company thing now. But there might be a situation there where we basically can't keep going after we've done that, so I don't want to risk losing this. We're getting a lot of treasure and this. Still managed to get a hit on. It's a bludgeoning weapon, I think. Yeah.
At their throats, cut them down!
He's not a human, but the +2 enchantment will still help quite a bit with the damage. Our attack rolls aren't terrible, he's just hard to hit. Also, got into the healing cycle. Hopefully he has more marbles. Now we're getting into bad rolls. 362 for Gandalf. Each one of them has a magical weapon. Right, we definitely have to buy some support gear, healing potions, things like that. Not necessarily right now, because I'm piss poor and don't have a huge amount of equipment extra. But still. There's probably wandering blood sailors on the southern side of the city, so we'll go there first to clear that up.
This day is your last. It is a long day. I could use a drink.
Only I will walk away!
Oh, this is a bit
Day is
risky.
your last.
No health fighting against an overwhelming enemy group. The Dance of Death causes enough movement that they'll get extra attacks on me. You just cannot hold the battle line with the dance of death going on.
Only I would walk away. Follow where I lead.
Consider it done.
Follow where I lead.
You can take me?
Consider it done. Attack the enemy.
At their throats. Take them down.
Taste steel.
This day is your last! I'll plant a blade!
Okay, nice little bit of fighting. We're definitely going to get a level up out of this. That's the important part. Plus 2 rapier is probably a good idea. Because rapier has a huge critical threat range, so the massive criticals happen much more often than usual. Right, this side of the city is controlled by the Bloodsailers, so we'll definitely have to aid these guys.
I'll plant a blade in your gut! You cannot win!
Yeah, we're not exactly in great shape, but that should be pretty much the end of it. Right, now there are only 2 hideouts left. Message file. The militia will probably take part in any fighting that happens right here. So we don't want to do that. Not sure whose side he's gonna take. I'm actually surprised they bothered to have any kind of a real activity here. It's a couple of hours of gameplay basically to get out of the port. So not much of a pirate adventure in that sense. I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, I'm saying do you really want to start the adventure like this? It's like it sets the mood for the follow-up adventure. Instead of, I think they should have been maybe a minor thing, like really minor, 30-minute stops. Not necessarily any kind of a real questing or adventuring involved or a possible thing. And then you start everything starts to happen while you're at sea on the ship. Work as a team, work as a team, work as a team.
You breathe your last.
Doesn't matter who do we try to kill as long as it's the same target with both guns. Yeah, this is a catastrophe.
Only I will walk away.
I won't survive if they get to backstab me. Yeah, I won't survive anyway. I cannot afford the days. I need to interrupt the bard before he gets to cast so many attempts. This is a bit troublesome because the key to successful fighting is always your ability to set targets. You can't do that in this game. So you can't effectively fight as a group, it just won't work. If I go after the bard on my own, I couldn't kill him anyway. Right, better that they get me than they get him.
You breathe your
Away!
last.
You cannot win! You cannot win!
We're probably gonna die because he's too good of an attacker. Nisar can't survive this. So close though. What were our attacks? We got 4 free attacks on him. None of them hit. 1, 3, 4, 5. So only 2 is missing. Pretty much the worst possible dash rolls you could imagine.
No! It cannot end like this!
Yeah, so I would think, but it can end like this. 4 attacks. 4. There were plenty of chances to succeed. And we have about 50-50 chance whether the sleep works there or not. It does not work for us.
Prepare to meet your end, Rock.
You cannot win!
Follow where I lead. At their throats, cut them down. Follow where I lead. At their throats, only I will walk away.
I want to fight here so the guys up there won't join the fight. Gives me a chance to deal with this first. Kazoo. Sunburst. It's There's a lot of single-use item the game gives me, so we should have tools to try against tougher opponents too. Hard to say what he is. Probably he has a slashing weapon though. You need 3 extra points. I can get 2 extra if I spend some money. It's not worthwhile yet.
Do not relinquish this spot. Hold
Consider
here.
it done.
Continual flame. How the hell do you not spot me?
At their throats, cut them down.
And the belt is keeping him alive here. Blood sailors are mostly used in
Do not
hats.
relinquish this spot.
They're not that
Consider it
effective.
done.
Okay, I think it was a boss that took part in the fighting here at some point. That's why we were in such big trouble with it. I think he has piercing weapons, right?
At their throats, cut them down.
Shit, could use some help here. Got a sneak attack wriggle here. 31 points of physical damage. Much needed healing potions. Probably short swords or boarding blades of some sort. Right, only one more left. And we're in good enough a condition that we'll probably are able to finish it right now. Need 300 something experience points for a level up. That's pretty much just killing the boss nets us that much. So a guaranteed level up. But it'll aid us all that much. Unless we get a feat. Yeah, feel free to do some fighting.
Test you power. Test her.
Mage boss. We'll probably start with a sneak attack backstab. One shitty thing about mages is that might actually make a big difference. It's not alone, it's a bard. I think he has an armor class increasing ability.
At their throats, cut them down.
Okay, could you do something?
Cut them down.
Yeah, I think I won this for us. I got fairly good hits this time against him. Okay, to the battery quickly. I need Nizar to help attack him. Ah, nice. Death armor. Attribute bonuses. Nice stuff overall. Maybe not that valuable, but your basic crap that you basically want to have available constantly. Ability to curse a target. Sure, that's -2 to all attributes. Our first venom. Right, what exactly do we want? Did you get a level up? No. Just me then. I'm not sure I want to leave the equipment with him. It is very good, and I don't know if he's gonna stick with us. Assassin. It's why do we want to take this? Because we are sneak attacks will also get become death attacks, so they can paralyze the target. And if we paralyze the target, it's game over for them. Death attack 1d6 special sneak attack that has a chance of paralyzing opponent. Use poison, automatic success when coating a weapon with poison. We don't really care about the damage that much, it's all about the chance to paralyze the target. And usually this is not that good of ability, because the game throws a lot of creatures at you that you can't backstab. But I'm hoping that the Pirate Adventure doesn't have a huge amount of those. It'll have some, but mostly I'm hoping to fight against living opponents. We need to buy the gloves that allow us to get disabled trap +2. That should bring our ability to a range where we can start disarming decent traps. Or recovering rather, not disarming. Simple weapon proficiency, death attack, use poison. And we got an extra feat on top of that. Now comes the difficult part. What exactly are we gonna take? Ambidexterity might seem a good idea, because you think you double the amount of damage you do by a second weapon. which is true. However, you do get a lot of negatives to your attack, and if you don't hit, it's not gonna do you any good. Other thing to consider is that this control system favors your main character as the main target for enemies and the main guy who actually gets things done. So it's quite welcome if you can tank a little bit more. So the shield might be a better option. Expertise would be the other, I suppose. But shield gives you survivability without sacrificing your attack, so shield plus expertise could also be an option. Knockdown would be good, but I'm sort of hoping that the Death Strike will make that unnecessary. I'm pretty sure that's false hope, but we'll see. Other option would be to take a proper weapon. Take the shield. Stick to the plan. It might prove to be a less than perfect option. Yeah, sure, but it's a guessing game at this point. We've gotten all that many new items. Enough to warrant an identify potion drink. It costs about 100 to identify a single item. So the single potion costs a little bit above 100, but only like 10 to 15% more. So if you had more than one item to identify, the lore potion makes a lot of sense.
Hi there.
I knew you could do it, good madam. I was starting to think those blood sailors might drive Honeybee and I right out of business. You showed them though, didn't you? But while you're here, is there anything else you need? I can set you up with traps, poison, extra ammunition, you name it, and I've got it.
Okay, let's talk to Honeybee.
Hey there.
Looks like I was wrong about you, Unia. You've definitely proven your worth tonight. More so than Bradley, that's for sure. Anyhow, I think it's fair to say that we Black River Bandits owe you a debt of gratitude. Here, take this by way of thanks. May it serve you well, and may your rivers always run black. If the gods favor the two of us, maybe we'll have good fortune to meet again.
Get a bow out of it. Whoop-de-doo. Hard to contain my excitement. Prayer. Probably mostly stuff I couldn't really use anyway. Blood Sailor Crossbow. Plus 3 might, so it benefits from strength. Not all that useful for us. Massive criticals slashing damage instead of plus 2 slashing short sword, basically, instead of piercing. Keen. Well, keen doesn't mean much on a weapon like this that has critical threat range that's so poor. Additional damage types are somewhat interesting. I don't really know how useful they are. Black River Crossbow, massive criticals. Yep, this might be worth holding on to. One of the magical crossbows, anyway. We would get plus 2 strength from this, so plus 2 to every shot damage. The other we would benefit in, well, we can do sneak attacks with a bow. So sneak attack critical with a bow is possible, but that's so unlikely. Can't just put your hopes on that. Depends on how much money we can get from these.
Hi there.
Right, I'm definitely buying the archer's belt. Once I have enough money to buy it. He mostly pays 1,000 for these items. So there's no point selling this. This is much more valuable than 1,000. Guess we'll hold on to that then. Sell the other one. Anything that sells for 1,000 we're not gonna sell. Not to this guy at least. We should sell some of the scrolls we have. We can technically use all of them, but for practical purposes I don't think we would ever even want to. Inflict minor wounds. When am I going to use something like that? There's quite a lot of things that are highly improbable that I would want to use, but at least there's a chance. Spell success rate is also unreliable. And I'm already using arrows. I don't think I have a single bolt. So do I really want to, god damn it, I guess I'll buy bolts. Sail burners. Fire damage. Not gonna take them. I'll take a couple of standard bolts just so I can use the specialty crossbow. But what we want is basic equipment. Gloves, boots, that sort of crap. If we sell spell scrolls we can earn quite a bit of decent amount of cash too. But the scrolls themselves might end up being much more valuable. They're sort of scrolls that might fail when we want to use them, but they're also the type of scrolls that might save our ass in a tough situation. I'll buy 2 potions of lore. Cure serious wounds is also not that expensive, so I'll take a couple. I would like what the hell are those? The med packs, bandages. I don't think I want to buy traps when I don't even have basic gear. I think I took a shield, right? So now I can use this. This would be resistant to piercing damage. Resistant to slashing. I don't think these are worth buying really. Nothing bad about them, they're just Right. We want the gloves of Rogue, or I'd like the greater gloves of Rogue. I'm not sure they're selling them. There are greater gloves of Swordplay though. So could be greater gloves of other type. Protection versus the law. +1 studded leather armor. This is good now, but as we level up, it'll stop being good. Drow leather armor. This will be better after we get, I think, 2 level ups. Because our dexterity bonus will keep rising. The current armor doesn't really allow additional dexterity bonuses. So we'd have to move to leather armor, or something even lighter. At best we could buy +1. That's not particularly impressive. Dark vision. Concentration bonus. Concentration bonus. Tumbling bonuses. +8 to tumble. This would allow us, I think I'll buy these. They're fairly expensive. The reason I'm buying them is because I sort of need to move between a lot of targets to get the best use of my sneak attacks. And that means a lot of attempts at hitting me. Attacks of opportunity. With +8 to tumbling, I will evade most of them, no problem. No greater gloves of the thief or rogue. Pretty much greater gloves of everything else. Still, the +2 is very welcome. Main use would be to get traps. And now I'm poor again. I can get a few thousand from selling scrolls in an emergency, so I'm not exactly totally hopelessly poor. I do have other equipment I can sell. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Not exactly great, but not exactly bad either. Just fine. Right. Let's wrap up the actual quest we came to the harbor for. I don't think this is magical, no. It just has the piercing resistance.
Hey, what?
Hey, don't go near that thing. None of us is touching it till we figure out what's up with Martins. We may be dumb, but we sure is superstitious. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Bah, it doesn't matter. Martins went and got us spooked something vicious.
Okay, where did he go? It's clearly that I can't find the guy unless someone tells me where he is.
If I know Martin's right, he made a beeline straight to the seedy tavern. He's the type that will turn to swill when his nerves are frayed.
Alright, I'll go find him. So, we need to take this one step at a time. Computer game steps. Follow the breadcrumb trail, don't try to think for yourself. Well, don't try to think for yourself too much. One step at a time. I wonder if he would have joined us. Could have had a 3-man team.
Greetings.
Go away, Yulia. We ought to have you keelhauled, Martins. Just another reason not to sail, Bizarre. Are you intending to make something of it?
Why didn't you load the statue?
Stay away from that bloody rock, Yulia. I don't even want to talk about it.
Feel like talking? Try to provoke him. The Dockhand said you left in a hurry.
I didn't leave slowly, if that's what you mean.
Okay. Try to provoke him. I'm not sure what that means. Wisdom or taunt? No, I have no wisdom. I can't taunt. Let's talk. I'll get drinks.
What? You buying drinks for this dog now? Fair enough. I don't think I could relive it without another ale to steady me.
I get Martins to pay for his own drink. I don't give a shit. Just buy the drink.
No, this is some fine stuff. Good choice. Wipe that smirk off your face, or I swear I'll wake up. You wake up next month and find my fist in it. Now talk. That statue. We were getting ready to load it, and I gave that bloody rock a shove to get it lined up with the crane. Then all of a sudden my head was filled with a vision. I saw things no man should ever have to bear witness to.
Wait for him to continue.
I saw the oceans of the world all at once. Water churned and rose, and a great storm filled the sky. Everything went black as pitch, and the wind swept the tides into waves higher than all the towers of Luskan. Storms ravaged the coast, destroying everything in their path. The ocean swallowed towns and villages on the water's edge. Harbors were swamped, docks shattered. Even the great cities, miles inland, were smashed by the thunderous waves. Women, children, and men alike all ran screaming from the horror, but there was no escape. Soon there were nothing but grey limbs floating amidst the debris. But what I saw next chilled me even deeper. Aye, it chilled me to the bone. Through the winds and rain I saw a woman of such uncanny beauty that I dared not look away. She sat astride the waves as a knight upon a horse. Her hands summoned the winds, and it was her gaze that sent the waves across the lands of men. Then she looked directly at me, pinning me beneath that gaze. Her cold eyes pierced the deepest reaches of my soul, Yulia. I felt like I was drowning.
Will you be alright?
Alright. I'm a drowning man is what I am, whether it be by her eyes or the drink before me. So no, I ain't alright. I told you your story, mate. Now leave me be.
Is this vision some sort of prophecy?
You're as crazy as he is. Look, I saw what I saw, okay? What do you want me to say? I'm just trying to convince myself that I'm more drunk than I'm sober right now, because if what I saw is real, there sure isn't a whole lot I can do to stop there, is it?
Who the hell knows?
Just be careful out there, alright? The sea ain't never been a sailor's friend, but I don't think we've seen her really angry yet either. If the Midnight Rose intends to sail, you'd best pray to calm winds and safe passage.
Come back to the ship.
Aye, so we can keelhaul you.
If I never set foot on a ship again, it'll be all too soon after what I've seen, mate. I have a notion to find the tallest mountain in all of Faerun and take me a cave bear for a while to keep me warm. Maybe I'll be drunk enough to have changed my mind by the time the Rose comes back from Kalimshan. Tell the captain he can look for me then, but not before. For me another one, barkeep. I'm here to stay. That explains things. So a vision. Umberly would be my guess. Still, there's not much I can do here, so we should be able to wrap things up. So I can either touch it myself or convince them to touch it. I'm sort of curious to see the vision.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I found Martin's. So what did he say about it? What happened when he touched the statue thing? Bluff might work. But if they're gonna have to touch it anyway, I don't think that's a solid plan. Let's try pacify. Persuade. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's DC 16, that's quite tough. Bluff. Same thing. Okay, favor, persuade. It's the same thing no matter what we try. I'm guessing it's harder. No. You can try it with the gold if you don't have any skill. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're right, and I know it's true. Ever since the plague swept through, I've been jumpy as a goat, that's all. See too many strange goings on and it leaves a mark on you, I guess. Come on, mate. We've got us a job to do. So, we're gonna put the rock in the box now. Yeah, give me a hand with this thing and let's get it aboard the Rose. Huge success. Might as well take this chance to rest. I'm not expecting trouble, but it'll reset the timer, and there has to be some trouble hitting us sooner rather than later. Our trip to Kalimshan goes as advertised or planned. There's not much of a game to play. Really not a pirate game.
Good day.
I'll take a guess what's going to happen. There's going to be a shipwreck. I know it's hard to believe, but it could happen. Didn't I buy thieves' gloves? Yes, I did. This guy might have better ones. No, he's selling different type of gloves than the Thieves Guild. I could get +1 dodge. No. We'll stick to what we have. Some of the helmets might be good. Disease immunity would be good. You could go whore around in the harbors and not have to fear anything. Not exactly relevant to our adventure probably, but who damn knows. Quantum missiles. These are things we need to keep an eye out, but I can't really afford them now. Well, I don't want to sell this stuff that would allow me to buy them. Plus 5 lore and search. Lore and Spellcraft. Spot +5. Eye of Doom! 1 use per day. We already have such items. I think I have 2 of those at least. Yeah. There's okay stuff here, but at the same time I don't... Ooh, yeah. Healer's Kit. That's what we needed. Can't afford all that many. I'll buy the few that I can afford. Otherwise I need to have a way to heal my companion in a tough situation. That's all. Pretty sure I had other heals. Yes. Right, let's report our success and we'll leave things at that. Finally we can leave harbor in this pirate adventure. Did I loot the safe house? Rubbish. Still 1 miscellaneous item. Rod of Green. That could be pretty much anything. It is though an item for this adventure. Can I go into the ship?
Think again.
Probably the wizard's room. Sailor Snitch.
Greetings and well met.
So cargo hold, captain's quarters, wizard's quarters, and quite a few sailors. That's it. A couple of useful spells. Can I even attempt to get in these?
Consider it done.
Ooh, don't
At their
crash
throats,
it.
cut them down.
Gonna even attempt to touch this one. Mother, don't let your sons... Mothers, don't let your sons grow up to be pirates. In recent years, so-called pirate poetry has grown from a literary oddity to a full-fledged genre. Its proponents call the writing timeless, but secretly, you wonder if it's just a fad. I suppose there's no harm in taking a look at this. Specific key. Right.
Welcome.
I thank you many times for your assistance in getting the statue aboard the ship, but as an enlightened magi of the fourth circle of the shifting sands, I have many important things upon which to meditate before we depart. Ah,
Well met.
good to see ye back. Ye got the cargo straightened out, I see. Well, there be one more thing what needs taking care of before we raise anchor. If I had a copper every time I heard you say that. Mind your lip, Nisar, or I'll cut it off and boil it up as soon as we leave port. It'd be a last-minute addition to the passenger list, is all. Some crazy lass staying at the Golden Apple just requested passage on the road. Her name be Tassina or some such.
We'll take care of it.
I thank ye. If the lass hadn't sent fear with the messenger, I wouldn't have bothered to grant her passage. Anyhow, go find her over at the Golden Apple and hurry aboard. 3,000 gold coins or not, I can't hold back the tides.
Anything different? There's a couple of extra shields, I guess. Right. Doesn't really matter. An extra passenger, you say?
Do business to you.
I'm here to meet Lady Tassina.
We meant to see her safely to the docks.
That's strange. I just let a group of other upstairs saying the same thing not 5 minutes ago. Bloody hell, why doesn't Alendry make all of you wear your uniforms on shore leave? Makes it so much easier to keep track of you.
I don't like the sound of this.
At any rate, here's the key. Go catch up with the others and I'll let you sort out who's who. Either way, Alendry made it clear that Lady Tassina was to be escorted to the Rose as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's a fight then. But who the hell would even know it?
You don't want to be here right now, sailor. My friends and I have some business to attend to. Why don't you go downstairs to the tap room real slow-like and get yourself something to drink?
Bluff. Bluff them into thinking you're the city guard. Sure.
I'm Officer Retralin.
What's going on? Officer Retralin? Really? I find that interesting since I know all the members of the watch by sight, and you know what? You look nothing like any of them. We look more trouble. We look like more trouble than you bargained for. That's what we look like. We've got a meddler in my sights. Come on, everyone, let's finish this.
At their throats, cut them down.
You cannot win!
Need to attack the thug to prevent sneak attacks.
Cannot win!
Attack the thug, I said.
Throat!
I'm dead. I'm not sure why. Sneak attacks. Also critical hits. I can block 5 points of damage, but I can't block critical hits. I hate fighting like this. It's not a way a rogue should fight. But this dumbass is starting to cast spells in a situation where he's already surrounded in melee range. So he's just giving up extra attacks and opportunity to enemies with 0 chance of really doing much. Just worthless. I'll go straight to fighting this time. I won't try to bluff my way through. If it fails once, we'll let it fail.
At their throats, cut them down.
Throat!
Now this is bad.
It cannot end like this!
My fighter friend can't tank for shit. He needs some kind of item to do that. But we sort of both need that item to survive here. I suppose I could give him piercing protection. Since I have it in the shield already, I don't need it in the belt. Also, how exactly does death attack work? Because it's clearly not triggering. So how clearly does death attack work?
No escape! I'll see
How
you
specific
dead.
of a situation do you have to have? Okay, sneak plus death. It just counted as sneak in the text here. They're not really affected by the death attack though. I guess the chance has to be pretty low. But it's going to be attempted, I guess, continually. +2 crossbow. Better than the crossbows we've seen so far. Yeah, the amount of sneak attacking is just not something you can survive here.
It cannot end like this!
I'm giving him the belt to protect against the piercing attack. That should at least tone down the incoming damage somewhat. I don't have the piercing belt then. I must have it. I must have loaded somehow where I basically didn't get the equipment I was supposed to have. I did buy these, which means I probably bought the belt too. How in the hell did I manage to lose it? I must assume I just didn't buy it this time for some reason. Or accidentally have put it somewhere. But yeah, I have to go back and buy it. Shit.
Do not relinquish this spot. Hold here.
Consider it done.
At their throats, cut them down.
Ooh, they have a boss with them. That explains some things.
I'll slit your throat!
Don't focus on the fucking thought, you piece of trash. It's the boss that's the big problem. I guess I'll have to be the bait this time.
I'll see you cut asunder. Do not relinquish this spot. Hold here.
Some sort of a dispel scroll. If nothing else, we can get in. Ooh, don't do that. We can get enough money out of these that we can afford the build. Our first trap, minor frost trap kit, totally worthless. I'll have to go to buy the belt before I escort the woman out of here though, because there's a good chance we'll have to go directly to the ship. Alright, things are getting a bit too complicated.
At their throats.
And
cut
for
them
no
down.
reason. Still, it's only a single belt we want. We know exactly what we want. I think I pretty much have the money for it too. Might have to sell one or two items. Nothing that we even particularly want.
Hi there.
Roller Swordman. Definitely no others. Swordman, Brawler, Archer. Ah, can we now leave for the ship? Still, I feel I've gotten more out of this premium module so far than I did from the entire Witch's Wake, so in that sense I've got no complaints.
Think again.
Are they gone? Is it safe?
They're dead. Open the door.
Dead. Well, that will do nicely. One should feed their bodies to the deep. Come closer to the keyhole so I can see who you are, stranger.
I'm Unia, a sailor on the Midnight Rose.
And I'm Nizar's... no.
And I'm Nisar Zaid, miss. First mate Captain Alandry sent us to ensure you weren't in any trouble.
Oh, thanks heavens. I didn't... Wait a minute. Shouldn't you be in uniform? Oh, what does it matter? I can't bear to be trapped in this room any longer. I need to be out at sea where I belong. Give me a second while I unbar the door. Welcome to my temporary refuge in the Golden Apple, Rescuer. It's not much, but I'm afraid I spent the rest of what I had to gain passage aboard the Rose.
What did those men want anyway?
Oh, it's such a horrible mess. They were my escorts here to Neverwinter, and I had promised them wages on our arrival, but then... Well, I was desperate. I needed to be aboard the Midnight Rose, and it was all happening so fast. I meant to pay them honest, I did. I would have sent money back to them once I reached home. Their full wages and more, just for the inconvenience of it all.
Okay, so we killed them for that. Well... a misunderstanding there. I wouldn't personally add that you meant well, because the misunderstanding then is sort of said in the tone where I'm thinking the woman is bullshitting me, but whatever.
Finally, someone with some understanding of what I've been through. Please, now that those men are dealt with, I can make my own way aboard the Rose. I'll pack my belongings and meet you there.
So, who exactly are you, Tsushina?
What an odd question. I'm who I am, a traveler who has purchased berth aboard the Midnight Rose with hard-earned coin, so I can make my long journey home.
Are you a noblewoman, an adventurer?
A noblewoman? Oh goodness no. Where I'm from, I'd say the notion of such barely even exists. As for the other, I've had my fair share of adventures, but I'm not one to ply the trade. I'm just a woman who wants to go home. That's so mysterious.
Well, it's sort of mysterious because you don't say clearly what you intend to do. Where do you call home?
Me, I grew up on a small island rather far from here. I've been a long time away, and you simply wouldn't believe how much I miss it. My sisters, most of all. Things must have changed so much since I was last home.
I'm very suspicious of this because the writer of the game doesn't just say clearly what the place is. Even if it was just a name I don't recognize, that would be fine, but the fact that they sort of dance around the issue and never address it directly makes me think that it's a big deal or some sort of a surprise or some sort of a twist. Some bigger deal than it should be. How many sisters do you have?
Oh, they're not my real sisters, not by blood anyway. They were friends from the orphanage. Island life can be harsh, but we all lost our fathers to the sea, and some of us our mothers too. If the seas have been kind, I won't have any new sisters to come home to.
That's an odd way of putting it. Are you a priestess of some sort, Umberly, maybe? Okay, pack your bags then. I'll see you aboard the Rose.
At long last, I yearn to have the sea beneath me once more, and some distance put between myself and my recent travels. I'll make my own way to the Rose then, and onwards hence to home.
Questing does seem to be the main way of getting experience, but fighting also provides enough that's a significant source of experience I can't ignore. And killing gives you pretty decent loot. Plus 2 weapons at this point, which would be totally out of my price range if I had to buy them. I think it's a little under 1000 for a +1 weapon. +2s go for 2000 plus. I could have technically afforded one, but it would have bankrupted me. Right, now can we set sail on our pirate adventure? I wonder what the additional crap we looted from the 20th quiver are gonna give us. The pirating license, basically, privateering license. Polly the parrot. Less talk, more sailing. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Sorry about the passengers. Tasina Alcrest sure is a fine lass. But this rhyme has been edited because it was crass, right?
Well met.
Yeah. Let's talk about Tasina. Miss Alcrest, the lass seems a bit quiet to me, but she's got dress and jewels to mark her noble, right enough. Yet when young William snuck a peek at her ankles as she came aboard, I have a mind to do myself, Captain. Well, she told him to keep her on the prow, or she'd send him down to Fiddler's Green, all fast and quick. I ain't ever heard a land-loving noble lass talk like that before. Passing strange, I say. Now, what was he wanted to tell me, lass? Someone seems to want her dead. Pipe down, lass. Does your honor good for telling me, but the guards already came by to tell me what happened. They said ye put up a good fight against the scallywags too. I remember, I remember all right. I was the one doing most of it. I'm not sure what trouble our passengers be in, but as long as she keep it to herself, 3,000 coins means I ain't fool enough to ask. Ye think she be the only one on the Midnight Rose with happenings they'd like to keep stashed in the past? As long as her coin be good and it isn't the guard who's after her, she's done all right by me. Now hurry up with whatever it is that's keeping you, lass. We sail before the morning light. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to set sail, but I'll say no and save things here. I don't think I need anything, but I want to start fresh.